All right, it worked tonight. I think it was gonna work. Yeah, my hair is a hot mess. Gotta wash my hair. Okay, let's just wait people to come on. So happy it worked tonight. Oh my God. That was gonna just really make me frustrated if it didn't. I'm glad I came up here to troubleshoot early. Okay, so some of the topics that were shared with me was, hi Terry, how to prepare for first signing. There was another one somebody shared with me. Just trying to make sure I got all the topics for tonight. How you doing, Terry? Are you on your way to work? Getting ready for work? All right, let's see here. All right. Still waiting on renewal. Oh, while you're waiting for your commission to renew, what can you do? Hopefully this person, you're off. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. My vacation starts Saturday, so I still got a whole week. I'm so ready for a vacation. So ready. Let me see. Oh, so many posts in the group today I didn't see. Oh my goodness. I'll be working on my notary. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. So you're off, but not really off, right? Let's see. Okay, I see what she's talking about now. Okay. And then another person put on here. Let's see. Oh, what can you, how to prepare for first signing in the end? What can you do while waiting for your renewal? I was downstairs watching Fatal Attraction with my kids and my husband, and I looked at the time. I said, oh, I need to get upstairs. Gotta go, gotta go. Hi, Anna Carter. Let's see. Thanks so much. Okay, good. Somebody answered her question. Who is this person? Share a photo I took. All right. Oh my goodness, it's been some posts in the group. Let me see. Business I've held my commission for the state 2012. Recently obtained commission to do remote. Okay. All right. Got some really cool people in the group now. I had a busy day today. So with work, it's always busy on Mondays. Let me see. Southern California. All right. Oh my goodness. How's the weather? Terry, how's the weather back at home in Michigan? Is it cold there? It's been a hot, raining mess. No, it hasn't been too hot here. It's been very windy and rainy here in Florida. And I mean, we just keep getting dumped on. I'm just like, I hope that we're not going to get dumped on when I go on vacation because that's going to be so sucky. So sucky. I got to wash my hair. My kids have told me, like, Mommy, you need to go ahead and wash your hair. So I'm going to wash my hair. I was trying to wait till I'm about to go to wash my hair, but kids are so mean. I'm going to give people a little bit more time to get on, and then we're going to go ahead and jump into the topics, okay? Let me see. Oh, no, I'm not. It's 8:31. Excuse me. I know I got on early, but it's cooling down in California. Okay. Hello, everyone. This is Swan from Georgia. Hi, Swan. Hi, Giuliani. Let me see. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So I have a few topics here. And as always, thank you guys so much for sharing topics that you want to discuss, because like I said, it's not a whole lot that I can talk about without constantly repeating myself. So you guys giving me things to talk about actually makes this QA better. Beautiful 80s tomorrow. You had a G&W job a few minutes ago. Why is the buy confusing in the block? What is the buy confusing in the block? I don't know what that means. But 80s tomorrow, okay. All right, Michigan. Hi, JT. Okay, so I think what I want to do is I want to work backwards through my list here, because the things that I was going to talk about in the beginning actually can wait. So I had a question on when you're waiting for your commission to be renewed, because it does take some time. Remember how long it took you when you apply for your commission? Well, it's going to take the same amount of time when you get it renewed. So someone asked, what can you do while you're waiting? You know, you can't, if your commission has already expired, you cannot do anything with your stamp. Your stamp is expired. Now, what most people do is certain states give you enough in advance time to apply for your renewal so that you don't have a lapse, okay? So like, for example, here in Florida, I can apply 6 months in advance to renew my commission. So I'll probably do that just so that I don't have any, you know, gap in between the commission that I have to wait and won't be able to do any work. You want to put your name, but the client's name goes there. Oh, in the notary block. Yeah, well, sometimes it is notary. It depends on how the verbiage is in the notary block. So sometimes it's the notary name and sometimes it is the signer's name. So you just got to make sure you read it so that you can put the right name. So what can you do while you're waiting for your commission? You can't do any notary work. You can't do any notary work. So the best thing that you can do is go back through your state guidelines, re-educate yourself on processes, look and see how you've been doing with marketing. You know, if you do have customers that call, you may have to refer them to someone else, or just let them know that you're not available at the time that they're calling. And it's unfortunate, but this is why, if your business is already, hi Grace, if your business is already operating, you have to be proactive in making sure you get that commission renewal sent in well in advance. Okay, so hopefully that answers that question. How to prepare for your first signing. All right, that's super exciting, right? You get your first signing. So first things first, you want to look and see what details came with that signing. Instructions most likely will come with the signing, the signer's contact information, what type of signing it is. If the documents are ready, you can go ahead and, you know, maybe view the documents. Don't download them or print them out, but you know, you want to, you know, view them. First thing I like to do is call and connect with the customer, okay? Because if I call the customer and they sometimes weren't aware of the time, or sometimes they need to change something, or they're trying to get some clarification, so they're not quite ready. You want to make sure you know this beforehand, okay? And every communication that you have with the signer, if it differs from the information that was given to you, you want to update the platform that the signing came on, or if you got a direct signing, you want to contact the person who hired you. Let them know, this is what I, talked to the customer about. They're saying X, Y, Z. Please get back to me or advise on next steps to take. Okay? That's a worst case scenario. If you call and everything is good, the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure how many signers it will be. Because sometimes when I get a signing, they don't list all the people. They just put the one person, and I call and there's 3 or 4 other signers. So you want to know if they're the only person signing the documents. You want to know if everybody who is signing the documents are going to be available at the same time. You want to know if all of the people signing the documents are going to have valid identification. Super important, okay? Because, there have been times where I've run into people don't have valid ID. People just got married. Their name doesn't match the ID that they have. So you just want to make sure that all of that checks out, okay? You don't want to get there and have any unnecessary delays that you could have avoided, all right? I asked them the location. We're meeting here. Just in case, and I've had this happen too. Oh no, I'm not going to be able to meet there because XYZ, I need to meet here. If any changes are made other than what was given to you, you have to contact the person that hired you, okay? Either call them or send them an email or send them a message in the platform to where you got the signing from, all right? I confirm the location. I confirm the day and time. Let them know if there's anything extra that I need. Is it okay if I give them a phone call? Some people prefer text message, especially if they're going to be working, okay? That's super important. You want to know that. You don't want to just be calling. They're at work. So ask them what is their preferred methods for you to call them back if you need to ask questions before the signing. And then I also let them know I will text you when I'm on my way. And another one that I run into a lot because of where I live, I have to be let in by a person at a gate. So you want to ask them if that is the case, because they're going to need your name to give to the person so that they can be let into the community that they're at. I can't think of anything else. If they are aware of having to give you money to close, let them know how they can give it to you, okay? If it is less than a certain amount, they can give you a personal check. If it is more than a certain amount, they have to give you certified funds or a cashier's check. You don't have to remember this because the people who hired you should have already let them know what they need. And if they didn't, make sure you have them, give them a call so that they can walk them through whatever they need to have done before you get there. Remember, you are the notary, okay? You're not the escrow officer or the loan officer. You're not the closer. You're just the notary. So you don't need to have to explain all of the processes to them. The people who hired you should already have let them know what they need. Only thing you need to make sure is that they are ready for you to be able to notarize the documents. Have an ID, physical presence, time, location, date. Okay, that's super important for us. Now, I hope that answered that question. Next. Oh, so me and my friends, we were laughing about this earlier because unfortunately, everybody wants a quick fix, right? Everybody wants that get rich quick, thing. Everybody's trying to figure out how they can get money the quickest way. Notary is not one of them, by the way. So what I see a lot in other groups, and I have since stopped being in some groups because some groups are just mentally exhausting. It really is, because, and I guess I shouldn't be surprised, but you have some people who they just don't have common sense. I'll just say that. They just don't have common sense. The way that they think is just not logical at all. It makes absolutely no sense. All right, so you have people who, you know, some of them have gotten into notary because of the videos that they see. I can help you make $5K a month if you follow me and purchase my $450 package. I'll give you all the details so you can make your first $5,000 the first 30 days of, you know, being commissioned. I'm like, sweet, I need that because I didn't make $5,000 my first month, but you know, that's just me. But they have people thinking to make money as a notary, all you got to do is get the stamp and you're set. That's not the case, guys. Just because you got the stamp does not mean you're going to get the money. Okay, so people say, I got my commission, I got my stamp, now what? Where's the money? I'm not getting any phone calls. You have to market. You have to market to get money and to start getting phone calls. How do you do that? You let everybody know that you're a notary. If nobody knows you're a notary, how are they going to call you for notary services? You got to let everybody know. What is the most common way for people to communicate in this digital era? Social media. Social media. So you want to let everybody know that you are a notary and that you're available for services, okay? Google is free. Set up a Google page, okay? Put what areas you service. People will Google notary near me, and they're going to call the notary that comes up. And unfortunately, you have a lot of notaries who don't answer the phone. So they're just going to work their way down the list, calling all the notaries until somebody answers the phone, and you're going to answer the phone, right? I hope you do. Social media. Let all the people on your timeline know that you're a notary and tell them to share the post with their network. Okay? The more shares, the more people see that you're a notary. Okay? And the most important thing when you are letting people know you're a notary, let them know where you are. Okay? You can't just post and say, hey, I'm a notary. Well, where are you? You know, I would love to use you, but I don't know where you are. I don't know what areas you service. That's super important. If you're going to be advertising, let people know how they can contact you, where you are, you know, what are your times that you service. My question is, at what point do we charge for additional sign? You charge for additional signer when you have more than one person signing the document. That's when you charge for additional signers. If I have a couple that calls me, a husband and wife are signing the documents, I am charging for the additional signer at that time. I have two people listed on the document. What if I have witnesses? If they provide the witnesses, I'm charging the additional signer fee. If I provide the witnesses, I'm not charging an additional signer fee, I'm charging a witness fee. Let's see, a client was trying to argue with me because I told her that there will be a fee for the other signer, and what is a fair price? I charge $10. I charge $10. $10 per stamp, $10 per additional signer. Anyone whose ID has to be put into my journal, there is a fee for the person to sign. I am verifying your ID. It's the same way online. You charge for additional signers online because they are verifying the additional signer, and that is a fee. There's a fee for them to do the KBA and the ID credentialing for every signer. So if you have more than one signer on the platform, you're paying for more than one signer. Now, you do have some platforms that only charge you a per session fee, but you have others that charge you a session fee and a per signer fee. That's just how it works. So if I remember one time I notarized documents for a partnership company, and it was 5 guys. So I charged $10 per stamp, and I charged $10 for the additional 4 guys because I was already charging $10 for the first person. Okay, so for the additional 4 guys, I charged $10 each. And they were perfectly fine with that. They understood. You know, but again, that all goes into you guys making sure that you have a price list available for the public to view. Okay, I've went over this in the last couple of videos. Do not be afraid to put up your price list. Okay, I guarantee you Walmart and Target are not concerned with Walmart or Target seeing their prices for what they charge. You're going to have people who prefer to shop at Walmart, and you're going to have people who prefer to shop at Target. Okay, both of them make a lot of money, so they're not hurting. Okay, I'm not hurting. I told you guys I charge $25 for notarization. That's first stamp. I charge $6 for each additional stamp. I charge $10 for each additional signer, and I charge a $13 technology fee. Okay, that is a platform fee, but I call it a technology fee. Okay, so my customers see that on my website, and they either decide to come with me, have me do their notarization or not. I have another notary who is in the same area as me, same service area, and he charges cheaper for online services. He has his customers, I have my customers, and nobody is hurting. Okay? So I hope that helped make sense. List your prices. It's not a big deal, but it is to your customers because they want to know that they're getting a fair price. So if you have your prices listed, they know that everybody who comes to you is paying the same price. A lot of times you have people who don't list their prices and they're just throwing prices off the top of their head. Customers don't like that. If they are not able to go and see that you have your prices publicly listed, then they may think that you're charging fees based on how you feel that day or based on you thinking that they can pay more. You know, you have people that do that. I've gotten targeted like that before. I'll explain a short story and then I'm gonna get back to notary. I was calling around to get my backyard patio power washed, okay? And so the guy, he came to my home and he quoted me $375, I think. He quoted me $375. And so I'm like, that's a bit much. So I contacted another guy. The other guy charged me $250 or maybe $220. And he did my front driveway and my backyard patio. Now the other guy who came to my house, he saw the neighborhood I was in, he saw the house I was in, and maybe he thought she can afford $350. Now when I called him back and told him I decided not to go with him, he told me, well, you know, I'll charge you $250 if that's better. Now, how would you come all the way down from $375 to $250 if $250 wasn't the original cost? So that's what I'm talking about. Have your fees listed so that your customers feel confident that they're being charged a fair price and they're not being charged based on other factors, because it's what's the word I want to say? I felt targeted is what I'll say. Pretty much, you know, just because I live in a nice house in a nice neighborhood, it doesn't mean that I don't mind just spending a whole lot of money for a service that I know that I can get cheaper. And then not only did the guy do a great job for the $220 or $250 that he charged me, I made sure I got his card and I shared his information on my Nextdoor app so that all of my neighbors know that they can get great services at an affordable price. So like I said, the guy I went with is probably considered Walmart, and the other guy is probably considered Target. I like Walmart. Target is a little pricey. I do like Target, but I'll go to Walmart in a heartbeat. So enough of that story, but hopefully you guys get what I'm talking about. All right. The next topic was accounting practices, CRM, and networking. Excuse me. Accounting practices. You guys want to make sure that you are keeping up with all of the money that you are spending in your business and all of the money that you are making in your business. It's super important. You do not want to wait till the end of the year to try to tally up money that came out and money that came in. And let me tell you guys, I did that before. I opened my first business in 2013. Okay. It was a body care business. And so at the end of the year, I had to file taxes, right? Or at the beginning of the following year. And so the tax preparer told me what she needed from me. And I was like, how am I going to get this? She was like, well, you need to tell me how much your expenses were. I need to know what those expenses were, and then the total. I need to know what your earnings were, what the revenue, the profit, taxes paid. And I'm looking like, what? Nobody told me I had to do that. I thought I could just bring you my bank statements and you would go through it and you would figure it out. She was like, no, I'm not an accountant. I'm a tax preparer. I'm like, okay. So short story is you need to make sure that you are keeping up with this. So whether you're using some type of software or you're using an Excel spreadsheet, you need to make sure that you are keeping track of all monies going in and out of your business, because at the end of the year, you're going to have to tell them what those totals are. And unless you have an accountant, you're going to have to do that math. Okay. And you're going to have it nicely spread out so that they just can put the numbers in. Okay. They shouldn't have to tally up anything. So that's really all I can say about the accounting practices. Oh, another thing I wanted to mention is keeping track of, especially if you're doing loan signings or if you're working for direct and you have it set up to where they will pay you term 5 days, term 10 days, 14, 30, some even do 60 days. What does term mean? That means how many days they're going to pay you after they get their money. Okay. Or after you do the job, I'm sorry. So some of them may pay you 5 days after you completed the job, all the way up until 60 days. So how are you going to keep track of that? By making sure that you're utilizing some type of accounting software. Okay. When I complete a job, and most of my customers I've worked for several times, so I already have them saved, I will click who I did the invoice, who I did the job for, what the date was, and then I automatically pick term 30 or term 60 or term 14 based on what the agreement was that they said they were going to pay me after the job was completed. Okay. And then when that time comes around, sometimes they pay me before the due date. Sometimes they pay me on the due date. I recently had to reach out to my favorite signing service because they hadn't paid me for 2 jobs. And I was thinking, well, maybe they didn't pay me for the job that was 2 weeks before because they're going to pay me for both jobs on the one I did 2 weeks after the prior one. That day came around, I still didn't get any notification that I got paid. So I sent them a friendly reminder. I didn't have to be nasty about it. Hey, just following up with you. I noticed that your 2 invoices are still unpaid and are now past due. If you can please remit the payment at your earliest convenience, I would greatly appreciate it. They emailed me the next day. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. This was missed. We're going to submit the payment to you right away. I got paid maybe a couple hours after that. Done. But I would have not known that payment was past due if I was not keeping track using my accounting software. So this is why it's super important. And if you can't afford accounting software, put reminders in your phone. Okay, we use our phones for everything. So you can put a reminder in your phone that you're going to get paid from this service 30 days later or whatever. So, you put it on this date and then make sure you remind yourself. Okay, it's no reason why I've seen notaries in groups say, oh, I was about to do my taxes and I noticed that I didn't get a payment that I did a signing for 9 months prior. How did that go over seeing? Like, what? As soon as my software tells me a payment is past due, I'll give them a little grace. I do like maybe 5 days. Anything past 5 days, I'm reaching out. Hey, notice your invoice is still unpaid. It was due on this date. Sometimes I have to give them more details, and this is why it's important for you to keep track. I keep track of my signings by signer name, the file number or the order number, the date, and the amount. Because they may say, oh, you know what? We didn't see this signing. Can you send us the order number, the customer name, and the amount and the date? I sure can. So I can get my money. Are you using Notary Gadget or Notary Assist? I am not. I use Zoho One subscription. And as a matter of fact, now I can refer people and get compensated for it. So let me pull it up and I'll share my link. I have a Zoho One subscription. Zoho One has several apps that you can use. Hi, Tammy. That you can use to operate your business with, okay? I use almost all of their apps. I am very happy with them, and it helps me to keep everything in order and organized because I am really a organized person. I cannot have things out of order. It just makes me all frazzled and uncomfortable. So let's see. Zoho One. I'll share my link right now. Let's see. Referral. That's not it. Darn it. Oh, wait, let's see. Oh, man. I saw it and I shared it. Oh, I shared it on Facebook. Let me go to Facebook so I can find it and I can share it with you guys. I use Zoho One for everything. Now, Notary Assist and Notary Gadget are great tools to use for your notary business because they are directly made for the notary business, okay? So if you are not using them, I definitely encourage you to do so. I have never used them before. I've always used Zoho One because when I started my notary business, I was a travel agent. And so notary was in addition to me doing the travel. And so when I closed my travel business, I just changed everything over to notary. So I never stopped using Zoho One. And I became a notary in 2016. So I have been using Zoho One ever since. I really love them. Now, if I can find, I got to go to my personal page, I believe. And I'm going to share the link with you guys. Let's see. Let's see. You guys have any other questions while I look up? Here it is. I'm not finding it. Darn it. Oh, well, I'm not finding it, but check out Zoho One. Grace uses QuickBooks and Libra Soul uses VinBooks. I have heard of them, but I've never used them. But it's important that you have a software to keep track of everything because it is definitely going to help you out in the long run. At the end of the year, I am able to print up a full report to give to my tax preparer, and all they do is just copy the numbers off of there and we're good to go. Okay, so super important. Next topic, networking. I had someone tell me because they're introverted, they don't think that they can do the networking. And what would I recommend for a person who is introverted? Is your notary journal good for loan signing, like all of the different docs names on one sheet? Yes, it is. I think I shared the page with it. In how many days? I think it said in 10 days, it's going to show the inside of the book so you guys can look at it, because I hate when people put their journal and then you don't even know what the pages look like. Like, how am I supposed to buy this? I don't even know how the pages look, so I can make sure it fits my needs. So this is how my journal looks. Can you see that, Tammy? So it has the title of documents that are commonly in loan signings, okay? And you can put up to 4 signers on the page, and then you will mark where there's an acknowledgement or jurat. And then I have blank lines here because every once in a while you're going to get documents in a loan signing that's particular for the company that hired you or the company that drew up the documents, and it may not be common. So you may have to write out the name of the document, and you definitely want to make sure you put who signed it, signer 1, 2, 3, or 4, and then whether it was an acknowledgement or jurat. Okay, so hopefully that helps. And I think in 7 to 10 days, they're going to actually show the page so you can see what it looks like, because I'll never turn that feature off, because like I said, it doesn't make sense. How many witness lines do you have in it? I have 4. So however many signers there is, there's 4 witness areas too. So this is the witness information and then the witness signature below. Okay, you want to collect the witness's name, you want to collect their ID information, and then have them sign. Okay, and then if you write small enough, because I thought that it would be too much space because I don't write that big, but it is the perfect amount of space if you want to write the name, address, ID, and have them sign below. So there's 4 witness lines here. Okay, so let's just say your person needs a credible witness. Instead of you putting that they gave you government ID, you would check off the box here for credible witness, and then you would put the credible witness information here and here. Okay. So I hope that helps. You're welcome, Tammy. Like I said, they're going to show it in some days after the book has been listed. So you'll be able to see the first page. And I have 2 journals. They're the same, but I made a cover that is neutral for men, and there's a neutral cover. I mean, not a neutral, but there's a girly, pretty color for girls. And I was like, men are not going to buy this girly looking one. So let me make something that's a little bit more male friendly. All right. So there's 2 of them. Okay. Networking. So if you have a hard time talking to people, then it's going to be really difficult for you to network. It's going to be difficult for you to work as a notary, period, because as a notary, you have to talk to people. Okay. So if you have social anxiety, I don't know how to help you with that. You have to some way get out of that shell and be able to talk to people, okay? Because people don't want to just sit there and sign papers and you can't answer any questions. You can't give them any eye contact. Like, this is a front-facing job, okay? You're going to be talking to people. You're going to be right here in front of their face. For those of you who are doing notary online, you're still going to be in their face. It's just going to be via computer like we're right now. You have to be able to talk. You have to give eye contact, okay? I remember as a little girl growing up, my mom told me all the time, when you're talking, you don't look away, you don't look down, you look directly at the person you're talking to, because it's rude. That's just how I grew up. So when you go to networking events, though, because I get asked this too. All right, so I got a networking event coming up. I don't know what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to just go and say, hi, I'm a notary. Hi, I'm a notary. Yeah. So how do I prepare for networking events? Okay, 1, I go on Eventbrite. I keep telling you guys, go on Eventbrite. There are literally events going on every day of the freaking month. And you even have some that are more than one day. I mean, more than one time throughout the day. Just pick one that works for the time that you're available, okay? You want to dress business casual, I'll say. When I go to events, I'm literally dressed like this, okay? I have on my polo, I have on some slacks, and then I have on my my loafers. I have loafers in different colors. I love them. They're super comfortable. And I get them on Amazon. If you guys are interested, I'll share the link. I love my loafers, okay? I put them on. You can dress them up or dress them down. That's what I love about loafers, okay? And then I wear the polo shirt with my business on here. And what I don't like when I go to networking events, they give you that adhesive tag. Well, on this fabric, when I put that tag on here, that adhesive, sometimes it gets stuck on here and I can't peel it off. So what I do is I wear my own name tag. I have a name tag. You said, JT, you want me to share the link for my loafers? Okay, let me find them. Let me find them on Amazon. They're like moccasin loafers, okay? They're super comfortable. They have like a pillow cushion on the inside, and they have all colors, okay? All colors. I love it. I have gold, navy blue, I have black, and in my cart, literally right now, I have white and red. I can't wait. They're so cute. Women's loafers. Let me find. I see them at the top of the screen, but I don't know if that's the one. I think the ones I get is like $39.99, so they're not super expensive. They're the $39 or $29. Let me see. I'm gonna share the link. It's this shoe here. Yes, this one. I love these shoes. Okay. I'm not sure if this is the seller. Oh, Bosine. This is the one I get, Bosine. Yeah, this is the one. Yeah, I remember the name. So $38.99 is what I paid for mine. And I'm going to copy the link and I'm going to share it in the chat. All right, there you go. I get my loafers through there. And I love them. So this is how I dress, and I wear my own name tag that I have. I have 2 tags. When I first started, everybody was in that big craze where they got the, they went to, what is that website called? Zazzle, I think. I think it's called Zazzle. And they get the cute little tag made with their picture. And here's Princess, guys. With their picture on it and the NNA logo and I'm a notary and the QR code. And I don't do all that no more. I just got a regular name tag. It says, my name, Notary Public. That's it. And that's really all you need. But if you do have the cute little tag, wear that so that you don't have to put that adhesive on your cute little polo if you got a polo like mine. Okay. So I wear that. And then I take a handful of business cards. Do I have my business cards up here? I don't think I do. But I take a handful of business cards with me, okay? And I put them in my bag. And then I come ready to talk, all right? So when I go to the events, you know, you check in. If you've signed up with Eventbrite, they're going to ask you to check in. They want to make sure everybody who's registered to be there is there. So you check in wherever the check-in person is. And then you walk around, get a feel for the room, and you start making eye contact with people. Now, with me, if you make eye contact with me, I'm coming in for the kill. You're talking to me. So if you don't want to talk to me, don't look at me. Because as soon as you make eye contact, I'm coming in. When I come up to the person, I say, hi, how are you doing? Most of them are going to have a name tag on there. And I say, hi, my name is Bergeau. Nice to meet you, so-and-so. And they say, hi. And then the conversation starter is always, Bergeau, where's that name come from? And the rest is history. No, but we start talking about that. Where did my name? I know, Terry, aren't they? We start talking about where my name came from. And then we start talking about where am I from? Because they noticed that I don't have the accent of a Floridian, which I don't know what that means. I tell them I'm from Detroit, Michigan, and then they talk about that. And then eventually we get into what I do. Okay, Tammy, you guys see that? She said, join Toastmasters International for those who are shy. And so then we finally get into what I do. They see it on my shirt. So they're like, so you're a notary? And yes, I am a notary. And surprisingly, they're going to ask you, what do notaries do? Some people who work with us on a regular basis, they already know. but maybe they just want to pick your brain. So what do you actually do? You just stamp papers, right? No, I don't. So I explained to them the different services I offer as a notary, the different documents that I have experience with, and the different people that I work with. And heard that group is good for speaking. Okay, Terry, see, so you guys are familiar with that. I'm gonna have to check that out and share that with my group too. So I started telling them about notary and everything I do, and they are surprised and, a little bit more interested. And so then, I have to ask them, what do you do? And, how does notary incorporate into the things that you do? Do you ever use a notary, or have you ever used a notary? And what has been your experience with notaries? And so the stories, the horror stories that I get is that they have worked with notaries who do this as a side hustle, and it shows. And so I always tell people, when you are pushing your business, don't push it as a side hustle, okay? When they hear side hustle, they think that you don't take it serious and that you're just trying to do it to make some extra money. And people who want to work with you, they don't just want you to be in it just for the money. They want to know that you're going to bring the value just like they give the value to their customers, okay? And value together means a bomb experience for their customers. So you coming in saying, oh yeah, this is my side hustle, this is my side thing, that's not going to roll, okay? You're not going to get business that way, okay? Now, that's not to say they won't work with you. There are some people who can really sell their side hustle, and it's important, it's a priority, and da-da-da. But I personally don't think that that's how you should be selling yourself. Okay, this is my side thing. I tell people this is my business. I operate it part-time because I do work during the day, but I do have flexible hours. And anytime you call, I am willing to accommodate your needs. They really like that. And then you just go from person to person doing that exact same thing. I have went to events where everybody will meet, and then they have everybody sit, and then they give everybody a mic, and then you have either 30 seconds or 60 seconds to tell them exactly what you do. It's like you're put on the spot, like, oh my God, how can I fit all of that into? And then they have a timer that's going down, so it's counting down, so you start getting nervous when it starts getting to the end. Like, did I tell them everything and everything? So yeah, but networking events are super cool to go to and grow your business, because people don't realize when you are offering a service, people really prefer to have some type of relationship with you, whether it be business or personal. When a person has a relationship with you, or they can relate to anything that you got going on, they just feel a little bit more closer to you, and you will pop up top of mind when they need your services. Okay, trust me, this is tried and true. Did you guys have any questions about networking? Did I give you a good description of how that works? Oh no, I ran out of water. Darn. All right. Next, we're going to talk about CRM. This is the last topic. What is a CRM? It is a customer relationship manager. All right. You use it to keep track. All right, Swan, cool. To keep track of all of the customers that you service. All right. That be customers or clients. Yes, you do have to build relationships, because building relationships brings you continued business. Okay, that is the key to staying in business, is getting continued business. You don't just want a whole bunch of one-time experiences. You want people who continue to use you because you are their preferred notary. All right, so you got to build those relationships. Now, in order for you to keep up with contact information, a CRM is the best thing to do, because not only are you just keeping track of their information, you're keeping track of all of your transactions and experiences that you had with that customer. All right. Say you had a meeting with them, you want to document that. You guys decided that you were going to meet up on this time, you want to document that. So it's a little bit more robust than just using a calendar or a planner. The customer relationship manager also will keep track of when people come to your website and how often they're opening up your emails. Like, it's really a big deal. And that's why so many businesses use it. I use a CRM. And when I need to send out emails or reminders or, just to say hi and touch bases with people, I have my CRM to help me do that because everybody's information is in there. I can create an email and the click of a button, send that email out to everybody that's in my CRM. And I don't have to click or type all these, and I don't have to do all that. So if you are not using a CRM, I encourage you to get one because it's going to help you to keep and build those relationships with your customers. Exactly. They lead to referrals too. I get plenty of referrals from customers all the time. Oh, so-and-so had told me to give you a call. Even notaries send people my way. And I always tell the customers, give me the notary who sent you to me, because I want to make sure that whenever I can't, provide a service, that I send you back or I send somebody to them. And then too, and I will tell you, is there a cost for a CRM? Yes, it is. You just have to see which one fits your needs. And you can look them up. I don't know off the top of my head the different ones. Honeybook and Zoho CRM, of course. I use Zoho CRM. I know there's others out there, but I'm not very familiar with the different ones because I've been using the same one for years. But when notaries refer customers to me, I don't try to keep the customer. I tell the customer before they leave, the notary that sent you to me, please make sure you give them a call and tell them thank you. And I ask them to give me that notary's information. I will send that notary a message myself and tell them thank you for the referral. Okay? It's super important that we don't just look at each other as competition all the time, because you simply can't service everyone all the time. There are going to be times where you may not be able to help a customer, but you still want to be able to help the customer. So what I do is, if I have notaries that I know are nearby, I will send that customer to them if I think that they'll be available. I had a person reach out to me. Excel is great for the beginners. Exactly. Excel is great for doing accounting and keeping, a little makeshift CRM. Now, you may not be able to add a whole lot of information, because it can become tedious. But if money is an issue, that Excel is free. Not unless you don't have it on your computer and you got to pay for it. But yeah, use Excel. Or you can use Google Sheets. Now, that is free. All you need is a Google account. And it is comparable to Excel. I lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? What was I talking about, guys? I lost my train of thought when I saw that comment. Oh, referrals. Yes, notaries near me. I had a customer reach out to me on Instagram for a wedding, and I had an appointment that day. It was either I had an appointment or I was going to be closed, or it was something. And so I told them, let me give you a call back. I'm going to see if one of my other notaries can do the wedding for you. Okay. I reached out to 2 notaries that live near me. One responded first. The other one responded just a little too late. The one who responded first, I asked her if she would be available on this day. It's a wedding. She said, I am available, but I've never done a wedding. Can you help me? I said, sure. Anything you need, just let me know. Can you do it? And she was like, yeah, I can. I said, okay, I'm going to give them your phone number and I'm going to have them give you a call so they can talk the details over with you. She was like, thank you so much. And she did the wedding and she did well. She shared her script with me in the beginning. I gave her a couple of tips. I didn't even have to give her a lot, because one thing I love about people when I refer work to them, they take the initiative to figure it out on their own. Okay? Because if I'm giving you work, that means that I'm confident in your ability to do it. So that means you need to put forth the effort and don't just look at me to just give you every step of the way, because that's not how you're going to build your business. Do some research, get the information, and then if you have any questions, give me a call. I'll be happy to help you, but I'm not going to sit there and do the work for you. Okay. I gave you this job. She called me. She texted me and was like, how much should I charge? I gave her a little rundown on what I charge and, broke it down because I break all my fees up. And so she was like, okay, talk to the person. Her and the person agreed that they would work together. They paid her. She did the service. She had a wonderful experience and she thanked me so much for the referral. And I told her, you're welcome. That's what I'm talking about, working together. I couldn't do it. I would have loved to have done it, but I couldn't. I already had something lined up, so I just couldn't do it. But I didn't want to send that person back to Google because I think what happened was they had an officiant and the officiant canceled last minute. And so they were in a dire need. And so the last thing they need to do is be worrying about who's going to do their officiating. They called me. They liked what I offered. I couldn't help, but I knew that I could count on somebody else to help them and do a good job. And that's exactly what she did. So I was super happy. Everything worked out. Can you give a couple referrals? Do you have a signing service so notaries can work with you until they're able to fly? Oh, I'm a newbie. No, I don't have a signing service yet, but I've been doing some heavy marketing. And I invested in this marketing tool that's helping me to build my CRM and get more leads. And I have my first communication going out tomorrow. And we'll see where that goes. I'm just going to continue to do that. I signed a 1-year contract with this marketing tool. And so I'm hoping that I will see a return on investment, a big one. So of course I'll keep you guys informed. But right now, if you're in my area, locally, sometimes I need notaries and sometimes I can't always be a notary to my own transactions. So I call other notaries if my husband isn't available, of course. If my husband's available, I'll call him. And then I have another notary who lives really close by me. I'll call her and she usually comes right, when I call her. So if those people are not available, I have to call somebody else because I don't like to turn down money. So if I need a notary to come and be a witness for me, then that's your opportunity. Now, I do a lot of online notary as well. So if I need a witness for online notary, that means you don't have to be near me. You just have to be able to get access to a computer or a phone or a tablet so that you can electronically witness and see the customer and sign their documents for me. All right. Terry, what did you mean? Can you give a couple? You're welcome, Tammy. I see you have a notary networking event coming up in December. I do. We're going to be meeting in Melbourne, I think. I forget the city, but we're going to be meeting up in upper, not central. I think it's still south. I was trying to go a little bit further up for people who are in Central Florida who want to come and mix and mingle with people from South. I can't do everything in South Florida all the time. Yep, it is in Melbourne and it's board and brush. So it's free for you to come, but you do have to pay for your project. So once you sign up, you're going to get emailed a link so you can pick your project and pay for your project. And whatever project you pick, that's how much you're going to pay. Wow, princess, really? And my cat is losing over here. And I will be providing snacks and mimosas. So definitely, if you're in the area, come and join us. JT, you'll be there? Oh my goodness, I get to meet you. That's awesome. Don't forget to sign up. I don't have the link. Let me see. Oh, I didn't see these mint color loafers. See, I'm gonna have to add another color to my cart. Oh, and it's lavender. Oh my Lord. Okay, let me get back to, you missed the last one. Oh, I know. Did you see Princess just jump up and just, she is a trip. Okay, let me find the link to the Board and Brush Notary Meetup. And I like to do these because they're fun and we're not just sitting around talking. Like you have so many people, they do these events and they just come to talk to you. And it's like my definition of a meetup is not just us to just sit and talk to each other. You know, we can do that like we're doing right now, but I want us to have fun. I want us to share experiences, and I want you guys to go away with something other than you just sat there and listen to a bunch of people talk. All right. So Tammy, you're going to come out. Oh my God. Let me find the link because I would love to meet more notaries. My last event, it was just me and two other ladies that showed up, and I was like, that's why I wanted to make sure I move it a little further out, because the problem is nobody wants to drive all the way down to Fort Lauderdale. I think my last event was, I had it in Port St. Lucie. And so I still ended up not having that many people. So I moved it a little further. Now it's far for me to drive. I think it's an hour and 40. No, I think I'm gonna be driving 2 hours. But it's worth it. It's worth it because I want to meet you guys. Okay, let me find it. It is backstage.com. I'm going to share the link with you guys. And you probably have already seen it. I uploaded it to my shorts, my YouTube shorts. But, okay, here it is. The Board and Brush Meetup. And you got to sign up. Okay, you got to sign up in order for you to get that link so you can pick your project. Okay, and they're going to cut off the time for you to pick your project. So I think 2 weeks, you have up until 2 weeks before to pick your project, because they want to make sure they have the materials ready for you. So you can't just pick a project the day of and think you're going to come and be set up. Okay. Apps that I used. Apps that I use for what, Terry? For my business? Apps that I use for my business? The majority of the apps that I use are Zoho apps. But I also use Canva. I also use InShot for videos. I like using InShot for videos because I can add a bunch of different videos and pictures. Did you answer stuff from last week notes? Oh, yeah, that's right. I had one here. Grants, right? I was supposed to share with you guys some grants. Let me see. Share grant info was all I had left. Braden, I'm online right now. Okay, thank you. All right, so I was supposed to share grants with you guys. So I did get a new email for grants. I'm gonna pull it up. And I'm going to paste them in the chat, all right? So you can take a look at them. And now it's a huge spreadsheet, so I'm not sure how many I can share at once. Maybe I'll just share the first 5 I got. But I finished a women's entrepreneurship certificate program maybe a year or so ago. And so the lady, she sends me on a regular basis a list of not companies, but places where you can apply for grants for your business. All right, so here we go. If you are awarded a grant or accepted into a accelerator or a fellowship, I'd love to know about it. Please email me to share your news. Okay, so let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, let's see how many of these I can post here for you. Oh, it doesn't really post it right, does it? See, that's what okay, let me do better. I'm gonna delete that. Let me do one at a time and see if that works out better. Okay, so here's one. And make sure that you guys, nope, it says too many characters. I knew it was going to give me an issue. Okay, how about this? Instead of me giving you the details, I'll post the name and the link. Hi, Nicole. As a matter of fact, guys, Nicole was the one that I gave the wedding to. Nicole, we were just talking about how sharing work with other notaries does not, you know, put a damper on your business. You'll still get business. It's just about sharing the work because you're not always able to do the work. I had somebody reach out to me, needed a wedding done. I wasn't going to be able to do it. So Nicole, I gave her the referral and Nicole crushed it. She did a really awesome job. Got a chance to have an experience doing a wedding and the rest is history. Isn't that right, Nicole? Awarded monthly. Oh, I hate that I have to share it like this. All right, guys. I'm sharing as many as I can copy onto here, okay? Hopefully you guys are over CRM. Apps that I use for I use Zoho CRM for my CRM, Terry. All right, I am pasting. Oh, I'm not gonna do this one. It says for nonprofit and none of us are nonprofit. Nope, that one, no. Some of these other ones I don't. I'm trying to pick the ones that I know would directly relate to us because. Okay, here's another one. I wonder if I already shared this one though. I don't know. If some of these are duplicated, I apologize. I'm just trying to copy it off my email into the chat so that you guys can copy it. No, Princess. Oh my God. American Association of Black Farmers Enthused Foundation, FedEx. Oh, here go a FedEx one. All right, and that's it. This will be the last one I share to you guys. Please make sure you're copying it from the chat because I think after I end the live, you won't have access to the chat. Okay, so I've shared those grant links with you guys. Yes, Terry, I use Zoho CRM. And the other one I was telling you about was, dang, what was it? Something Books. I don't remember. I'm sorry. It was another one, Something Books. Oh, you know what? Let me Google it. CRM. HubSpot. HubSpot is a CRM. Monday.com is a CRM. I'm putting it here. CRM. It says HubSpot is free. It says HubSpot is a free online CRM, unlimited users, and up to 1 million contacts, guys. So HubSpot is where it's at. CRM. You got HubSpot. You got Monday.com. Then somebody asked if you had to pay. With HubSpot, you don't. And I'll put my Zoho CRM in here. So there you guys go. HubSpot is free. Okay? So make sure you go and check it out. Free is good. We like free. All right. All right, guys. So that was all I had. And Terry, thank you for reminding me to share what we had talked about last time, which was the grants. I did say that I was going to share the grants with you guys. And I didn't even write it on my list for today. But I got Terry to remind me. Thank you. All right, guys. So did anybody else have any questions before I log off? This was a good discussion. We went to an hour. Usually I'm on here 30 minutes and I'm off, you know, because only a couple people will join in. All right, Jay, good night. All right, guys. Well, if you don't have any questions, make sure, though, that you go on this chat and you copy and paste these grant links that I just shared with you. You said you wanted the grants. Make sure you're copying them. You're welcome, Tammy. I'm happy that I'm able to help. That's why I do these. And I appreciate you guys showing up and giving me something to talk about. Good night, Nicole. Thanks for popping in. All right. Hopefully you guys were able to copy these grant links in the CRM. And I'm going to go ahead and log off. I will talk to you guys again, same time next Monday. Wait, will I be here next Monday? I won't. So I won't be here next Monday, guys. I'll be on vacation. So I will be talking to you guys the Monday after next. Don't forget, I won't be here next Monday. I'll be here Monday after next. And I'll tell you guys how my vacation was. Have a good night. Bye.